to beat the Lions? Do you want to beat the Lions? Do you want to get to 8-2? Then do your part. Sub for Giants dubs. If you want to beat the Lions, go down right now, hit that sub button, and help Giants now get to 20,000 subscribers. We're getting closer and closer. I want to get there by the end of the week. If you love the Giants, you want to beat the Lions, go down right now, subscribe to the channel. You are watching New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. In today's show, we're going to answer questions from subscribers. Turn your notifications on so you can be alerted anytime that we go live on the channel, and you can join us when we do these live mailbags. Do it right now. Go down right now. Turn on your notifications and select them to all. Shout out to Baldy Bulk, my guy with the $5 super chat, because I'll be drinking wine with you, brother. But if we get OBJ, we will take over. Thoughts? I think if the Giants get Odell Beckham Jr., they're no doubt about it going to be a better team. You're going to get a receiver that's one of the most electric in the National Football League. This receiving core could use a boost, no doubt about it. And adding a guy like Odell Beckham doesn't just make the Giants better. It makes Daniel Jones better. It makes Saquon Barkley better. It makes this offensive line better. You can't have defenses play so close to the line of scrimmage. So I think adding a guy like Odell Beckham makes everybody on this team Giants better. And look, you're one game out of the lead in the NFC. You sign Odell Beckham, it could get pretty interesting. Shout out to my guy, Lucene Gordon. Will they finally stop ignoring the holding calls on Kayvon, and will they let Danny dime? It is wild to me that Kayvon Thibodeaux consistently gets held. He gets held. That's the way I should say it. He gets held all the time. They don't call it. He's just got to fight through it. A lot of people get held. I think Kayvon's been fine this year. I know he only has one sack. I think that MCL sprain early in the season or preseason, that really set him back a little bit. It's hard to come back from knee injuries like that. I bet he's still not 100%. But I'm happy with what I've seen from Thibodeaux. And then should they let Danny dime? Play to your strengths. And your strengths right now are dominating the line of scrimmage, running the football, and passing, honestly, when you need to. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I wish they would throw it a little bit more, but 7-2. Can't really complain too much. I'd like to see him throw up more, though. No doubt about it. NLB Gaming, do you think OBJ is coming home? I think the Giants are a top 3 finalist. I think it's going to be between the Giants, the Cowboys, and the Bills. Those are my 3 teams that would that I think have the biggest chances to go out and sign Odell Beckham Jr. I don't really think the Cowboys make all that much sense. They ain't winning shit. I mean, that Cowboys team is not winning a Super Bowl. And that's what he wants. He wants to play for a contender. The Bills, pains me to say this, I think make a lot of sense. Go be the number 2 over there, number 3 with Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs. Play with a great quarterback. Play with a great team. His best friend and Von Miller's over there. I think if he doesn't sign with the Giants, it'll be the Bills. But I think the Giants have a great chance to land OBJ. What about this, though? Do you want the Giants to sign OBJ? Do you want to see him back? Because I've read the comments, and not a lot of people, let me rephrase that. There are some people that don't want him back. So I want to know right now, everybody watching, do you want the Giants to sign Odell Beckham? Type OBJ for yes. Type no BJ for no. OBJ for yes. No BJ for no. Sound off in the comment section right now. Mark P says, when we get Daniel, Evan, Neal, and X back. So Xavier McKinney has to miss at the minimum 4 games. He's already missed 1. So it's going to be at least another 3 games. Daniel Bellinger said he's still having double vision. So I think we're still a couple weeks away from Bellinger. I think Evan Neal makes his return against the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving. I think that's the date that the Giants have circled. I think it's the date that Evan Neal has circled. Started to get on the practice field this week, was a limited participant. I wouldn't even play him this week against the Lions. I would hold him out one more week, get him ready for Thursday. That's my best kind of assumption of those injuries. Mark P., appreciate you for being a real one. Sam NYG, do the Giants regret trading Kadarius Toney? I don't think so. And no. It's never a talent thing with Kadarius Toney. And I'm kind of tired of talking about him, but I don't ever think it was a talent thing. I think there was some sort of something going on. I don't know if he didn't mesh with Daboll. I don't know if he didn't mesh with Joe Shane. Tell you this much. A lot of you guys called me an idiot. But when I said he skipped voluntary workouts, he skipped voluntary minicamp, he skipped voluntary OTAs, I made a big deal of it. You guys told me, nah, it ain't a big deal. Brand new, you're going to a place. Imagine going to a new job. You got a brand new CEO, a brand new CFO, and you don't show up on day one. Sure, that pissed him off. A person that has been playing well with Kadarius Toney out is Darius Slayton. The guy has he's averaging 70-yard receptions in the past 3 games, and he has 2 scores in those 3 games. Let's show him some love. Let's show some love to the guy that's on this team and playing really, really well. I wrote him off. I'll admit it. I was wrong, and I'm happy I'm wrong. He's playing really good right now. Show our guy Darius Slayton some love. Type 86 in the comment section. Also, get hooked up with our proud sportsbook partner, BetUS. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Make sure you use the promo code chat125 so they can hook you up with a 125% deposit bonus. If you go to chatsports.com/bet, promo code chat125, they're literally going to give you $125 for free if you put $100 into your account. Take advantage of the deal. It ain't going to last forever. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code chat125. Shout out to BetUS. M. Dillinger. My guy, good to see you. He says, I think OBJ will be a good addition and play hard. He has a huge chip on his shoulder and a lot to provide. Plus, we can do more with him and not have Saquon to get back. 100% agree, M. Dillinger. 100% agree. 100% agree. I think Odell Beckham takes his team kind of over the top, if I'm going to be honest. Everything you need is Odell Beckham. Is he going to get back to being that guy? TBD, right? 30 years old, coming off his second ACL tear. If you can get anything close to what the Rams had last year in OBJ, the Giants will be one of the most feared teams in the playoffs. Teams aren't going to want to play that because they got a great defense, they got a great running game, and then they would have a receiver on the outside that can take the ball and score anytime he touches it. M. Dillinger, appreciate the $20 super chat. I 100% agree. He helps Saquon. He helps Daniel Jones. I hope he comes home. Pierre, will Daboll play Galloway? Probably not Galloway. Maybe Kenny Golladay, though. Maybe Kenny Golladay. Has a hamstring injury. He was a limited participant in practice on Wednesday. I don't really care if he plays anymore. I tried to talk myself into it. I tried to show him some love, but the guy can't catch. If you can't catch as a receiver, you're not going to play in the NFL. Timothy, what up, T? Will the Giants win 8 more games to finish the season? No. Giants are not going 15-2. I'd love that. I'd love that for the Giants. No doubt about it, but no, I don't see the Giants winning the rest of their games. I got the Giants finishing at either 12-5 or 11-6. 12-5 would be my guess. I'll go 12-5. Charlie C. #Giants. Shout out to Charlie C. Can you see a scenario where we go deep into the playoffs without signing OBJ? I could see it. I think there's definitely a chance for this team to make some noise in the playoffs. They do what you got to do to win playoff football. Good on third down. They win the turnover battle. They're a good defense, a really good red zone defense. And they're a timely offense, and they're one of the best rushing attacks in the NFL. Can they get to the Super Bowl? Probably. Anything can happen in the playoffs. Us Giants fans should know that. Tyler Hathaway, what up? How many snaps do you think Breida would give, given the fact that Saquon had 35 carries less? I think it's a good point, the last part you bring up. Right after the Lions game, you play the Cowboys in 5 days. You don't like to think like that, but you should. And I think that's a great point that you bring up, Tyler. I don't want to see Saquon get the ball more than 25 times on Sunday. I'd give Breida some snaps. I'd give Brightwell some snaps. You want to have the guy fresh for Thanksgiving. So I think it's a great point. How many? Can I get 7 carries from Breida and 4 or 5 from Brightwell? I think that'd be pretty cool. Last question. Johnny Eyeballs, if they were to sign Odell, what do you think the contract would look like? I think it'd be a 2-year deal. The first year would be heavy incentive deal. And then I think the second year, I don't know what the price would be, but I think the Giants have the best chance to sign him if they give him a 2-year deal. It's hard to talk about the numbers because I don't know when he's going to play. You know what I'm saying? Like if he comes back week 15, plays 15, 16, 17, and 18, how much do you pay a guy for playing 4 regular season games? Kind of hard to think about that. Good question, though, Johnny. I think he signs for the vet minimum this year with a lot of incentives. I do want to give a shout out to our Week 10 MVPs, my guy Crim's dad, and then James C. James C. is pictured rocking the OBJ jersey. These guys were our 2 Super Chat MVPs during the watch party against the Houston Texans, so I want to give them a shout out.